Mandarin got it. All right, we got it.
Okay.
President. Oh, so SAA. Do I do SAA stuff? It's only us.
Yep,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go.
What? We still do it?
We don't need the video. We can just kind of go right
Exactly. That's
into
why
I
it.
it's
did
only
already.
us. We know already. Okay. Right. Go ahead, Ben.
Okay, we're back, and thankfully I was able to make it. Right, worked out with this interesting March schedule that we typically have for Ramadan, and it was Pipit who told us last second it's changing. And typically, the fact that since we've started Bhinneka, even from the first day when we first year, we changed it for this month so we can kind of accommodate everyone for this. And we have 6 people here, so it's we accommodated for us, which is great, but everyone else that we accommodated for not here, so that's interesting. But either way, we show up and we're flexible. We show up and hopefully put on a good meeting, and people will come when they come. That's usually how it works, and just kind of be supportive. And that's it. I've been to meetings where there's 3 people, and I've been to meetings where there's 300. So it really doesn't matter. So, anyways, we have a solid meeting today. We have a speech. And where did I put that? There it is. All right. And the agenda, strength in struggles. Ooh, we got alliteration, right? And today, our Toastmaster of the meeting is our also double role, Pippin. Let's go, Pippin.
Hey, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And Ben was right. It was supposed to be last week, but suddenly it turned to this week, and then the time also changed. So I assume next week is going to be held one more time, right? So we're gonna have a back-to-back meeting at 11 a.m. only this month. And I'm sure everyone noticed that the topic this week is strength in struggles. I don't know who came up with this topic, but it just coincides with the fasting month. The struggle is real. For me, I try to fast not for religious reason, but for health reason. And I happen to eat once a day anyway, but big meal. So for me, it doesn't make any difference if during fasting month. I just need to change when I eat, basically. And actually, with the uh, Ramadan Islamic fasting month, you actually eat twice a day. So fasting month to me is actually more eating compared to my daily routine. But 2 meals, smaller portion now. And the struggle is real because I'm okay with not eating for a long time, but not drinking anything for a long time is a big struggle. Anyway, so there's a strength in struggle though. If we know we can get through it, I think that will make us feel strong. Yeah. So whenever it's time for breakfasting, oh my goodness, I made it through. Something like that. So that's a strength in struggles. I think that's the topic of the meeting. And I'm looking forward to the table topic session earlier when we answer some questions related to the topic as well. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to call our general evaluator who will lead his evaluation team. Please welcome Ben.
All right, GE is me. Thankfully, I can do some things. And of course, like any meeting, the general evaluator kind of just oversees everything from the day it started until the end of the meeting, of course. And of course, we can't do a meeting, big or small, without a team that kind of help maintain the structure of it all. So we have a couple roles here. And first and foremost, let's introduce our grammarian. So I'm going to give it back to Pippin. Ping pong.
Yes, it's okay. It's very common for us to have double role. And for today, the word of the day is amicable. Amicable means when we have a conflict with someone and then maybe we've split because of that, but we live in a good manner. I would say that's amicable, right? Usually like a amicable split or something. But the official definition of amicable is having a spirit of friendliness without serious disagreement. For example, in a sentence, there will be an amicable settlement of the dispute, for example, right? So started with a conflict, but then what? Error on my part. What is it?
Yes, so
Supposed to
sorry.
be
I think,
fortitude.
yeah,
I was thinking,
amicable was
all
last
right,
week.
let's just change to fortitude. Fortitude.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay, the meaning of fortitude is courage in pain or adversity. In a sentence, it will be she endured her illness with great fortitude. So courage in pain or adversity. I hope everyone will get a chance to use the word during the meeting, and then I will take a note of any grammatical mistakes or splendid use of language. And then back to Ben.
All right. So strength and struggles, again, something that for me, it's when you struggle, you start building your strength because again, I tell my students every day, guys, playing video games on easy does not get you anywhere. It's not fun at all. Yeah, I beat it. Hooray for the millionth time. But when you beat a video game on the highest level, how do you actually feel? You learn from your mistakes, right? And you get better. That's the only way really to get better is to struggle. And that's where you build your strength up. And like our meetings, one of our strengths and weaknesses is all about timing. And one of the most important roles is our timer. So Nancy, tell us about the timer role.
Thank you, GE. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nancy, and today I'm serving as your timer. In Toastmaster, we value time management as an essential skill for effective communication. And my role as a timer is to help the speakers to stay within their time limits. And in today's meeting, there are three sections. The first one is table topic. The time is 2 to 3 minutes. The time is 1 to 2 minutes. I will turn on the green background at 1, yellow at 1.5, and red at 2 minutes as the maximum. And for paper speech, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. You will see green at 5, yellow at 6, and red at 7. Last but not least is the evaluation section. Is 2 to 3 minutes. You will see the green background at 2 minutes, yellow at 2.5, and red at 3 minutes as the maximum time of your speaking. For each session, you will be given extra 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. And at the end of the meeting, I will be back to present my report to this meeting. Back to you, G.
All right, fantastic, great job. And again, it's about fortitude, right? So a lot of times when we use the word fortitude as it's like intestinal fortitude. This person has intestinal fortitude, which typically means they are able to overcome any obstacles and they can deal with the struggle. So that's kind of how that word is used quite a bit in at least the US when it comes to sports. When someone is overcoming a lot of obstacles, they show a lot of intestinal fortitude. All right. So it means something else, but not really appropriate. Just overcoming struggles. And do we have an counter today or no? No counter. All right. So no counter. Ballot counter? No, we don't need a ballot counter, I don't think. All right. Back to our Toastmaster of the evening.
We
or
probably have
after-
one for the table topic session, but it's okay. It's easy. It's fine.
Sure. Okay, back to Pipit.
All right. Thank you so much for introducing the evaluation team. Let me check the agenda. The next one is pretty straightforward. We have the first session, which is prepare speech session, and we have only one speaker today. However, our speaker will be evaluated by Natalie, and I think she's still off cam until what time she said? Natalie, are you able to be online right now? She said I will be offline until what time? Did you guys see her message earlier?
Half past.
Half past. So another
She's at the
15 minutes.
salon.
Should we go to the table topic session first then?
Yeah, that's a good idea. She's
Alright,
getting a
okay.
haircut right now, is where she says.
Oh, it's fine. So we don't want her to get an accident during her haircut situation. Not too close and not too short of a haircut. Hey, Jonathan. Right. So I think we'll try to modify today. Rendra, let's go to your session. So Keisha will have someone evaluating her later on.
Okay, so you are saying the table topic session, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Timer, please be ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, especially dear bro Jonathan, welcome home. This is a Bhinneka online Toastmaster home sweet home. So we host you and we will show the best what Bhinneka online Toastmaster is. Now, in dealing in table topic, I would like to let you know that table topic session is an impromptu speech sessions that everyone will respond my questions or answer my statements with 1 to 2 minutes and a half respond. More than that, our timer will note and disqualify. So you better to have a response, a fine response in 1 to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I have prepared 10 questions from the chat GPT and I refine a little bit to make it a little bit easier, well, in my understanding. However, today's theme is struggle, strengths in a struggle. Okay, the question mostly will be according to that theme. For doing this, I would like to invite, I think I need someone senior. Maybe Jonathan, because you are seems to be senior in this room. Maybe you are the most senior one. So you need to
That is
respond the
what
first
what do you
question.
mean the most senior one?
It's just my opinion. My opinion can be wrong because I
Dude,
cannot
it's not about wrong,
see
it's the
the
rules.
identity card.
Well,
Is it okay, bro?
yeah, go ahead.
Marendra, for your information, Natalie was my first evaluator when I first joined Toastmasters.
Okay. Okay, this will be the questions. Wait a minute. The questions to you, bro, Jonathan, is how does your adversity or struggle shape your character and reveal your true strength? How does your adversity or struggle shape your character and reveal your true strength? The question is on the chat box if you would like to digest more.
There is a saying that something that does not kill you will make you stronger. I believe that. As an entrepreneur, I've been in many ups and downs. Many down, then many ups. Make me stronger. When I created my own business in the first time, I full of hope. I will have a lot of money, buy my own Ferrari and my beach house in Bali. However, my first business closed down after 3 months. And then I created another one, until 7 times. After 7 times making a business with 6 time failure, finally I got it. Oh, business is just this. You need to have a demand, you need to have a supplier, and you need to have a lot of cash. At least someone backing you up with a lot of cash. The 6 times of failures that I got shaped me, strengthened me, and make me stronger. And the 7th time, I finally got it. Therefore, the saying, something that doesn't kill you, make you stronger is true. Back to you, TPM.
Yeah, super. Things that didn't kill you make you stronger and even stronger. Well, this one I do agree 100% with you. Couldn't agree more. They're just perfect. The second question goes to, I'll say, Keisha.
Ready.
Keisha, you have second questions. Wait. Ah. How does your resilience play in overcoming your struggles? How does your resilience play in overcoming your struggles? The question is on the chat box. If you need to digest deeper.
Resilient for a lot of people mean overcoming some sort of struggle or hardship in your life. But for me, as someone who is still young, I think resilience is also about finding opportunities in moments where it might seem like there are not any. And in my case, being homeschooled and in online school, I find that I struggle trying to find opportunities because I don't go out as often. Like I don't have extracurriculars from school to fill up my days. And so I just decided to find some sort of opportunity for myself. And that was when I found a digital magazine in which I'm now the editor-in-chief at. That was something that I started out of boredom, actually, out of boredom and wanting to try something new. But because I didn't feel the pressure of it having to be this grand thing or a successful thing, I put all of my effort into it because I felt like it was just for fun. And turns out it reached out a wide audience. And now we have reached over 400 people who were willing to send in their work to our magazine. And I've also reached editors from all over the world who are now, even some of them have become my close friends from all over the world. And so that for me is being resilient and finding the opportunity in any circumstance that I'm in and just making the best out of my time and out of the life that I have. That is for me being resilient. Back to you, table topic.
Yeah, super. Resilience lady, thank you very much. Wow, that's so deep. Now the third question goes to our president, Ben. The question is, how does your struggle help you get deeper sense of purpose or clarity in life? How does your struggle help you get deeper sense of purpose or clarity in life? The questions in the chat box. Copy it. Wait. Yeah.
All right. So a struggle. Lately, some of the struggle that I've been dealing with has been I've been trying to really put my mind to it. Because at the end of the day, when we're saying we have to be ourselves, you tell people, tell students, be yourself. And as like a teacher and an adult, we know that like these kids that are going through these identity crises and they're trying to fit in, but then when they get to college or become a real life person, if you just kind of be yourself and find like-minded people, you're going to be accepted more often than not. But the last few months have been the struggle for me because I've been in Indonesia for 9 years and my personality is a little bit different than even I would say some Americans. And as a teacher, I'm still very American in the sense that I'm sarcastic and I joke around, but the idea sometimes you don't know who you're joking around with or even how certain conversations can get lost in translation. For example, if a kid is an Indonesian and I say something in a joking manner, body language, tone, everything, and then the kid goes home, parents ask him about his day, and he's answering or she's answering in Indonesian, it doesn't translate very well. The parent gets crazy, and then she goes and complains to the school and makes it a big deal. And I'm like, I didn't say it like that or in that tone, in that way at all. So the idea is this idea is like trying to figure out my purpose of teaching kids and kind of creating this acceptance between like American, Indonesian kind of cultures. And it's been excruciating because what has happened is it's been affecting my money and my kid and my family. When you're affecting my pocket, then I want to become the old army me. And that person, none of you guys want to see. That guy's long gone, but he's still somewhere stuck in the head. And, I can't really do that here. So the idea of trying to come clear and figure out my purpose as a teacher and Indonesia and try to figure out how to balance my personality without going a little too crazy. So I haven't figured it out yet, but that's my dilemma right now. So hopefully soon I'll figure it out. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Ben. To be honest with you, Ben, I know what you mean. You are straightforward and outspoken man. To be honest, all of these people in this meeting is exactly knowing your character because we are the outspoken and straightforward type of person of our culture. Keisa, Jonathan, Pipit, Nancy, Natalie, and me. So you are a fish in a correct aquarium. Welcome, bro. Welcome home. You just welcome home. Now, this is another question to Pipit. Okay, Pip. Yes, your question to you. You just answer with your geniusity. I don't know what is the noun of genius. It's genius, maybe.
Not.
Okay, the question is, when will your struggle with your relationship are in the crossroad and become a deal breaker? When
Wow.
will your struggle with your relationship, it could be to the friends, Pivot. When your struggle with your relationship are in the crossroad and become the deal breaker.
Deal breaker.
Yeah, so the questions is on the chat box so everyone can digest and especially you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe you know Donald Trump's famous book, The Art of a Deal, or something like that. And a lot of people say that, this is how you make a deal. But if something out of line happen, then this is the deal breaker. Now, the thing about me is, I never break a deal. I never burn bridges. So I'm not saying I never have enemy, but for some reason, even when I have a huge conflict with someone, and then I have to split professionally or like a friendship, like a relationship have to split for some reasons, we're still friends, and that is sometimes a very difficult situation. So this question, whether is there anything that will cross the line when your struggles with your relationship are crossroad and become the deal breaker? Actually, I have never experienced that before, and I really need to draw a line. I guess a lot of people say it's not healthy. So there are people who, like, for example, say this is recorded, but I don't care. My ex-husband, for example, right? So he keeps on contacting me, blah blah blah, and I feel bad if I don't respond, but I also do not have the responsibility to respond to him, right? So sometimes I feel like, how do I say it politely not to contact me anymore, something like that. So I'm still struggling with keeping a distance with people that probably I should break deal with, basically. So this is a question of a lifetime for me, that I never actually break deal with anyone in my life so far. And if you know how to do it, please let me know. Or maybe I should read Donald Trump's book. Oh, Ben knows one or two about it. Yeah, he burns a lot of bridges. Not me. All of my bridges are still intact, even when I should have burned them. But thank you for the question. Back to Rendra.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I hope this question should not talk to you because you are smart, genius, as I mentioned earlier. So, okay, second, you be a timer because I need to have our timer do something.
Yes, of course.
So you have a tool that helps you, correct? A background color green and background color yellow and red or whatever you want. Okay, Nancy, the next question is goes to you. The question to Nancy is, what is the relationship between mental and physical strength in overcoming struggle, and how do they support each other, or how do you support each other? What is the relationship between mental and physical strength in overcoming struggle, and how do they support each other? The question is on the chat box. I hope it's easy. Go ahead.
Yes.
1 to 2 minutes now.
Well, as a university student, I have to cope with my task, the lessons I have to learn. I have to do the task. I also join organization. I also join Toastmaster. So I have to really manage my time and also my mental, for sure. I believe that mental health is really important because when our mental is good, we are going to make a good output for what we are working. But mental health is cannot stand alone. We also need a good physic. We also need, yeah, a good physical, because our physic that will also support us. For instance, the if we are happy in doing a task, we are happy in doing a task and we want to do it more, and then we forgot to sleep, we forgot to take a rest for ourselves, then yeah, our mental is good because we are happy. But on the other hand, our physique suffer. For now we are doing good, but in the few days or in the next days that will come, we will we will not be okay. Or yeah, we will, if we don't have this balance, then our life is not doing good. Because for me, in life we need balance between our mental and also our physics. So both of these work together, and we cannot just choose one and then left the other one. And that is why I would like to encourage everyone to please take time for your mental, but also for your physique. Eating healthy food, rest, take enough rest. Because now I also struggle with my rest. I sometimes sleep late of night, sleep only 5 hours, and then it's kind of bad. And then I'm trying to manage my sleep time as well. Because I believe when we have a good mental and also good physical, all that we are doing will be extraordinary rather than only to have one. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy. So, as Nancy mentions, we have to maintain our physical and mentality. I think that's all. Well, I have to summon Natalie to wake up from the grave. Natalie, are you risen already? No, she's not
No,
there.
we have to call her when Nancy starts speaking.
I'll call her. I'll call her just to get ready, okay? How many more
Yep.
speakers, Rendra?
Okay, no, I mean, because I already give questions to all the participants,
Okay.
so it's done
Let
already.
me give you a
So it's-
question, Rendra.
oh my God.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Nancy, ready? Rendra, what is the biggest struggle you have faced that gave you strength in life?
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, when I entered the school in ITS Surabaya, I was so amazing with the campus and all the extracurriculars in the university, in the institute. So I joined choir, English debate, taekwondo, and and university grade university student organizations, BEM, something like that. So apparently all those activities makes my score, GPA score, less than 2.5. The fifth semester, my elder brother cut my tuitions and financial support to me. I was crying loudly at the time. I was in fifth semester. I have to pay everything by myself. I was crying loud. It's like almost crazy because I have no nothing. My father was passed away when I was 8 years old. So basically I have to do it myself. So long story short, I then offer my service to teach elementary school, senior high school, junior high school students of English, mathematics, and physics lessons. So I used to have only 400,000 per month from my elder brothers, but due to I had to work by myself, I can earn up to 1.2 million. So I took revenge to all my elder brothers and everyone that hate me because I choose extracurricular slot. I get score at GPA after that 3.7, 3.9, and I end up with 3.09. It's enough for technical engineering students. And that's it. That's the reason why also I have to work in a big company. So it's tired to be poor. So I have to do something. That's all. Give the control back to XTTM.
And you are the original TTM. Back to you. Or should we go
Okay,
back
ladies and
to
gentlemen,
Tom,
fellow
me?
Toastmaster. Yes, table topic is done. All those questions already mentioned by table topic master. I would like to grab the timer report from timer about all those speakers.
Well, for table topic, all speakers are available.
Okay, thank you, timer.
Eligible.
All speakers are qualified. Please, the ballot counters, release your vote. And then I would like to give control to our honorable, wonderful, and amazing lady, founding lady, Pipit. Time is yours.
Ben, do you want to call Natalie first? Thank you. I will buy the time. Oh, Natalie is here with a fresh
Hi.
cut.
Long live lady. Long live lady.
Do you have the
I
goal
just
of
turned the table
Keisha's
topic and
speech,
you
by the
are.
way, Nat?
Oh, okay, okay.
Do you
Good,
have the
good.
goals of Keisha's speech?
I have.
Okay, okay. All right. Just
Sorry,
right
it's a
on
little bit
time. It's
noisy.
fine, it's fine. It's not noisy. We cannot hear anything from your end. So the evaluation, oh sorry, the second session is international speech session. The second session is prepared speech session, and today we only have one speaker, Keisha, and then Keisha will wait. Let me open the agenda. Will deliver her speech called Hidden Strength, and she will be evaluated by Natalie. So Natalie, please read the objectives of Keisha's speech.
Yes, thank you, Toastmasters Pipit, Toastmasters of the meeting. And hello, everyone. Today I will serve as Keisha's evaluator. And today her project is from Presentation Mastery Pathway, Level 2, Project 2, Effective Body Language. The purpose of this project is for Keisha to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how she uses nonverbal communication when delivering a speech. So I will take note on whether she presents a well-organized speech on any topic. I will watch for her awareness of her intentional and unintentional movement and body languages, as well as taking note on other part of the speeches. I will be back at the end to deliver my report. Back to you, Pipit.
Please welcome Keisha with her speech, Hidden Strength. Keisha.
When moving to a new place, maybe it's a new job, or in my case, school, it feels like we're out of place, like we're fish out of the water and we don't know where we belong. We don't know anyone, and we don't know the co-workers or our teachers, and it's a whole new system, and we just pray that we'll slowly get adjusted to it. Well, in my case, I got lucky. There was this girl in my class, and let's call her Nella. Nella came up to me. She had this bright smile on her face, and she was very welcoming. Hi, you're the new kid, right? Come on, I'll show you around. I'll get you to meet the other classmates. I'll get you to introduce yourself to the teachers, and I'll tell you everything. I've been here for years. She was very welcoming, very friendly, and everyone likes her. Everyone knows her. She's the kind of person you would want on your first day. She took me under her wings. And ever since then, I've only become closer and closer to her. And I get to see a side of her that was very kind, very welcoming. And she always makes sure that everyone in the school, everyone in the class or in any group setting feels included. For example, one time we were at a school trip and there's a kid in our lower grade who's on a wheelchair. And our teachers always push his wheelchair around for him to play the games and to just interact with the other kids. But sometimes our teachers also get occupied. Like they need to take like, documentation of the activity, or they are talking with other teachers, and so they get occupied. And Nella is always the first person to volunteer herself. Miss, let me take his wheelchair. Let me push him around. Let me just park him here, talk with him here. And she doesn't need to do that. It's not her responsibility, but she just does it out of the pureness of her heart and because she wants to. There are many instances where I see her being such a kind and friendly person, but I felt like there was always something hidden beneath her. Like there's a whole layer to her that I feel like I haven't known yet. Like I haven't known her fully yet. And I always wanted to know this about her. Like, what is it about her? Why is like I feel like she's hiding something. And so one time we were having a conversation. It was during lunch. We were eating lunch, and I asked her casually, "So what are you doing after class?" "Oh, well, I think I'll do my homework and probably I'll drop by at the orphanage." And then, "What are you doing? What are you doing at the orphanage?" "Oh, I live there. Yeah, I live there. My parents died when I was in 6th grade. Anyways, I think I'll drop by and..." Hold on. Stop right there. You live in an orphanage? Yeah, I don't think I've told you this yet. Yeah, you haven't. When you told me, when are you going to tell me this? At that moment, a flip in my head switched. Everything suddenly, from the way that she's so welcoming to other people, to her maturity, everything suddenly falls into place and makes sense. And at that moment, I decided to finally have a deep conversation with her, and she opened up to me. Turns out she lost her parents when she was very young. She was only in 6th grade. And ever since then, she's been living in the orphanage. But recently she got adopted by wonderful parents, and she told me that she was very much grateful for that. But her formative years, her teenage years, she spent in the orphanage around other kids who were both her age and way below her and also way older than her. All of these kids who also went through the same hardship as her. And she became very close siblings with these people. And that was how she became the person that she is today. A very loving and very strong person. "Why have you never told me this?" I asked her. "I don't really like talking about it with anyone. I don't want people to see me as the girl who lost her parents, or the girl who must be pitied because she doesn't have parents anymore. I want people to see me for who I am, for the strong traits that I have, for my love. And I also want to be what my parents always taught me to be kind to everyone, no matter what." At that moment, I saw her from a whole new lens, like a whole new perspective. I realized that you never truly know what's happening to someone or what someone has gone through in their life to shape who they are today. But one thing that I know from Nella's story, she never uses her weakness or the hardship that she's gone through or her struggles for her own gain or to gain sympathy or pity from other people. She uses it as her strength to become a stronger person, to become a more positive influence for the people around her. And she never uses her hardship to be someone who is negative or to be rude to other people. Instead, she uses it as her sword, her strength, her hidden strength. That is one thing that we can learn from Nella's story. And I believe that everyone, no matter what hardships we have gone through, believe that there is always a way for all of us to become a stronger and better person from that experience. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you so much. Just want to make sure is Natalie is still here. Nat.
Yes, yes.
Okay. good.
I just video off because I can focus on Keisha.
Okay. Thank you. Very touching story. Yeah, Keisha, as much as your friend doesn't want people to feel sorry for her, but cannot be helped that it's very, what is it? It's hard to imagine basically. So it's a, I'm sure it's a privilege knowing such person, right? And don't know the person, but please let her know I wish her well. And from all of us from Bhinneka. And right? Thank you so much for sharing we don't have a round of table evaluation, right? Only Natalie. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, I don't know, Natalie, do you need time? Nancy, what's the Keisha's time?
It is 6 minutes and 2 seconds, so she is eligible.
Eligible. All right. Natalie is ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
But
Yes.
I will call the GE to lead the evaluation session. I forgot. Oh, wait. Should we take a group photo first?
Oh, sure, sure.
Okay, let's
Sure.
take group photo first. Sorry, guys, all over
Yeah,
the
this
place.
is the best of us. 3 founding people and 3 students. Yeah, super cool. 3 founding people, and I see that Natalie has a new hair. Oh, that was awesome.
You just noticed?
Wait,
Let me take
yeah.
photo, yeah.
Yeah, at
One.
3,
Yeah, okay.
2, 1. Ah, cool. Wait, I need to post it somewhere first, especially our group, because we are from Bhinneka, so we are in the. Okay, let's take another one. I don't know how to say if you
Strength.
have struggles in your
Strength.
life, what most likely that will be the last.
Oh,
Struggle will be the last. Now
struggle.
struggle first. If you have struggles, real struggles that you have to take it, what will be your face? Okay,
Struggle.
it's impossible. You are smiling. Trust me. Wait. 3, 2, 1.
Then,
Yeah, did. Now show me the face of
I
strength.
know Ben will
One.
do this. See? I know
Okay.
that's what he was gonna do. So I'll just do it.
Yeah. Wait, yeah. Please show me the posture of strength. 3,
Rosie the
2,
Riveter.
1. Okay, cool. You are funny. You are funny.
Let's go
Nice.
to
Amazing.
general
Super.
evaluator.
Done.
Then
Finish. Finish. Hands up.
Okay, good job, Marendra. Always bring in your humor. I love it. General evaluator, we've already got the timer reports. Now we're at the evaluation session. We just had our speech. So our world champion, or at least district world champion evaluator. And again, before I'm just giving her more time to process. Like Marendra said, 3 founding members, right? He's been here since day one also. Now, again, having a club like this small, it is very rare in my experience in Toastmasters to really have, if you only have 6 people in a meeting, to actually have 4 of those 6 from the very beginning, even 5 years down the road. It's very rare because there's so much up and down with Toastmasters that it's extremely rare to have someone stick it out, because I know some people that just start a whole bunch of clubs and they just stay there for a year and they leave and they go start a new one and they leave just for credibility. So, loyalty and again, fortitude by staying with it, even when the times are low, not just vacating like a nomadic person and then starting a new one, which agreed. When it comes to business, if business fails, then you start a new one, keep doing it. But again, Toastmasters only fails if you fail it. So if you walk away and leave, that means you failed it. Not just to start a new club for no reason and then pop up a new one. Anyways, that's my wasted time. Let's introduce our evaluator, Natalie.
Thank you, Ben. Toastmaster Keisha. Wow. While I was listening to your speech, I felt like my fortitude strengthened. It was indeed a hidden strength story that was so inspirational. I will evaluate you based on two main points. The first one is body language, just as your project states, and also the second one is content. You did very well on body language in terms of the proportion on screen. You're centered, you're in the middle, and all of your facial expressions and upper body was shown. The second thing I love about your body language is the facial expressions. Your face speaks a lot, and you show the emotion that was conveyed through the speech verbally and also facially. And the third one that I like is you also differentiate the body position when you were yourself and when you were Nella. So I really appreciate that. It helps us to follow where you were at. Another thing that I love from your content is the storytelling. It was such a compelling story. And the morale of the story at the end makes the story coming in full circle. It was compelling story because there was a struggle and there was also a different perspective or a twist. And at the end, you reveal to us what happened to the main character, Nella. So I really enjoy that. It helps me and I believe other audience to connect with that. I would like to suggest to you on body language and also content. Let me start with body language first. The first one on body language is the gestures. With the online setting, note that you did some gestures, but it's here. It's halfway down on the screen. When you're doing speech offline, the zone of influence is indeed near your chest. So you do many gestures here on your chest. But with online, with this kind of proportion, you do it near your neck. So if you do it near your neck, the gestures will all be visible and shown. Gestures are important in illustrating your points. And I will also suggest to vary your gestures. I noticed your gestures were mainly this. Think about some other gestures that can convey the emotion or the points that you were sharing in your speech. The second thing is eye contact. You had a good eye contact, and I saw that you were looking slightly downwards. My suggestion in online setting, make the laptop or your camera level with your eyes. So if you have just a table and your laptop, put books below your laptop so that your laptop or your camera eye level. And the second suggestion for content is to bring the audience in. The speech was very compelling. The moral of the story was there, but what's in it for the audience? Engage them just simply by asking a question. How will you be the Nella for someone else in your life? Ask them and invite them to participate. It's not just about encouraging them, but really direct and engage them. Having said that, excellent body language, excellent storytelling, just improve on the gestures, eye contact, and audience engagement. Back to you.
All right. Fantastic. Again, like one of the things about evaluations is that they're for everybody. Right. So it's when you get someone talking to the speaker, but also talking to everyone else, a lot of times you go to like Toastmasters meetings and people kind of like that are not the speaker kind of drown it out. But the idea is that the more quality evaluations you get, even sometimes an evaluation from someone who's brand new can open up a little bit and create some perspective about connecting to your audience and what kind of people see. So definitely taking the notes, retaining them, applying them, and then once you become an expert at that, you can kind of share them as well when you become an evaluator. So great job, great speech, and then also great evaluation, Natalie. Okay, our grammarian.
Thank you. I have a little bit that I need to I would like to share. This is what I found. These are what I found. So sorry, it's actually all of them probably by Rendra Ren. Okay, you have second question. Supposed to be you get the second question, right? At this one, V is different from F, so the pronunciation is supposed to be adversity, adversity, reveal instead of reveal. Yeah, reveal.
Adversity.
Adversity. Yes.
And
And
reveal.
reveal.
Reveal. Adversity.
Resilience, lady. Resilience is a noun. It's supposed to be with a T. Resilient. A resilient lady.
Resilience.
Yes. And then,
Resilience.
are you present? It's supposed to be, are you present? Present. I have to pay everything by myself. I had to pay for everything myself.
Yeah.
And all speaker. Oh, this one is Nancy.
All
All speakers are
are
available. It's supposed to
valuable.
be all speakers
Eligible.
all are eligible. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All speakers are beautiful. It's okay also, Pipit.
Yes. And is it and available? If you say all speakers are available, that means everyone is single.
All speakers
Yeah.
still alive, Nancy. It could
Oh
be
yeah.
better
But
also.
everyone, all speakers are alive is also, I hope, for a long time. Okay, anyway. Thank you. That was the grammarian report. Ben?
All right. Again, grammarian report. I don't like it. Because it's fun. As a teacher, I do that all day. And even the 7th grade class I teach right now has 2 students in it, very small school. And both the kids, it's like ESL. It's not even like a regular 7th grade class. Both kids are English is very poor. And I don't even make a lesson plan. I just kind of have a feeling about what can I teach these kids today on how to make their life a little bit better. And with language, the very first thing, no matter what, tenses, whatever, it's all about being understood, right? Even my 4th grade class, I have a girl who just started really learning how to read and write this year. And when she writes her sentences, not a single word is spelled correctly, but it's spelled how it sounds in her head. So I can understand it. So that's the first step is, are you understood when you're speaking or writing or whatever? And then you start taking piece by piece, because a lot of grammarians get these really long reports. I don't think they're useful. Picking out 1 or 2, maybe 3 things that they can learn today and use tomorrow is really going to be key. And it'll also boost their confidence a little bit instead of just using a red marker and just crisscrossing everything out. Good job, Pippet. Well done. And again, Marendra always comes in with a lot of enthusiasm. And sometimes when our brains are moving slower than our mouth, we make mistakes. Even myself, right? So it's okay. When our mouth moves faster than our brain, we will make mistakes. So sometimes we got to slow it down a little bit and balance each other out, and we can make up for those mistakes. All right. So general evaluator session. Wow, we can get done with the meeting in 1 hour, and it was still quality. All right. So again, this meeting technically started last week, right? But we were flexible. We made an executive decision that is better for the club and anybody else who can actually make it. Again, the idea, no matter what our club is, we need to make sure that we're available. And when we communicate with people outside, that we're going to be present, right? And we do that. Sometimes it's last second, which is, we want to try to avoid last second. So this is where like we can learn from next year. We've made the mistake several times. So hopefully we could kind of look for next year, when is Ramadan coming, and we can prepare for it a little bit better than 1 day in advance. But again, we were able to execute it and luckily make it on time. And still, we had the roles that we need to have. Again, we don't always need to fill every single role. And when we have members in it, we can just kind of cut certain things out that are redundant for us. So a lot of things that we do in Toastmasters, and if you go to every Toastmasters meeting all over the world, they kind of have similar introductions, because again, that is specifically for new people, right? So you got to be consistent in kind of have those introductions, one, to know that we know what we're doing. But again, if we don't have any new people, we can kind of just be ourselves. And a lot of American clubs I go to, they're professional, but yet casual, because everyone knows what role they can take, and super helpful as well. So we consistently do that, volunteer and take on roles when we're available. That's important. So well done with that. Oh, wait. Rendra. All right. So table topics. One thing you did a great job with questions, but what I would suggest is, when you're trying to read a question for the very first time, because maybe you didn't write it yourself, it's okay. I use ChatGPT all the time. I don't care. It's great. It's an amazing tool and it's fun. But what I would suggest doing is pasting it in the chat first. Right. So then you're not repeating it 6 times and then mispronouncing it. Right. So then you could kind of paste it there. And so when you could say it the way you want to say it a couple times, and then the person can kind of read it just to kind of maintain the transition. Right. Because when you say like, oh, here's the question, and you're maybe mispronouncing a word here and there, and then let me copy and paste it, or just copy and paste it, say it, and then you can press enter. So it's right there and it's a smoother transition. So we don't waste any time there. But other than that, the questions are great. Fantastic. Again, Natalie, great job, even though she's multitasking at getting her haircut, starting the meeting. Again, Pippet and I both had kind of classes until the last moment. Luckily for me, my students didn't show up, so I was able to have a little bit of free time. And again, Kesha, great job on your speech. I could tell you had some emotion building up there, which in any kind of speech, I tell my students that there's the 3 rules, right? Number 1 rule is confidence, right? Number 2 is don't be boring. And number 3 is use real emotion, right? So I teach that in debate. I teach that in any kind of speech, because when you are confident, usually you're not going to be boring. And when you're not boring, you're kind of talking from a real place of emotion, which the audience can typically see and they can pick up on, which again, that's the real key within language, is to be able to speak from an emotional standpoint, because to create an experience and a lasting memory and that we could take away any kind of message is we want to feel something. We need to connect the message with the words and the emotion, and you did a good job with that as well. And Nancy, great job with the timer role. Again, for me as a military person, timer role is like the number 1 role. General, right? Maintain time. Time standards important, right? Because again, we have a lot of time today. I could talk for another 30 minutes. That'd be ridiculous. But great job with that role. And Pippet, fantastic job doing the grammarian and the Tom role together. Well done. All right. That's it on my GE report. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you so much for the evaluation, Ben. And then it's fresh to listen to the evaluation, and also fresh to have a meeting only for 1 hour once in a while, right? Natalie's like, yes, another hour is saved. Right. So without further ado, I don't know. Do we need to choose best table topic? No, right? It's fine. Natalie wasn't even here to listen to all of them anyway, right? And Jonathan is not here anymore. Right. So next week, see you at the same time, 11 a.m. Jakarta, and then 12 p.m. Bali time. And then hopefully maybe Keisha will deliver speech again. If I have a feeling, probably.
I'll try
Yes.
to write.
Maybe.
I'll try to write
Nancy
one.
deliver speech.
Oh yeah, and
Nancy and Kesa.
oh yeah, all right, great. I also need to remind everyone it's time to pay the dues March, right? So if you have credit card, you can also do it yourself. If you need help, let me know. Let me know, basically. All right. See you next week, guys. Enjoy the rest of Sunday. Bye-bye.
Okay, ciao everyone. See you next
Ciao.
week.
That the president
Next
closes
week.
meetings out.
Not next week, next week. Okay.
Let
Thank
the
you,
president
everyone.
closes the meetings out. Bye,
Bye.
Natalie.